But when Hatecraft admitted he made it up?
That's when he had to fall. And he would have, too, if it weren't for the dark elder forces conspiring in the inky black of time most foul. Oh, and you meddling kids.
And I would have succeeded, too, if it hadn't been for you meddling young people.
We would have, too. If that meddling mermaid had kept her fin to herself and never contacted you.
I would have, too, if it weren't for you Comito Boys Quad Puella.
Huh?
Loosely translated, it means meddlesome kids in Latin.
And I'd do it again if it weren't for the uncanny boy band knowledge of you meddling brats.
And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling.
What's going on here?
And I would have succeeded, too, if it wasn't for your olfactory challenged sidekicks.
And I would have succeeded too if it weren't for you meddling schoolmates of mine.
No one would have ever suspected me. That is until you, meddling, gnome-hating, pirate-loving...
Yeah, Shrimpo, we got the picture.
But I found your pathetic tale of lost dreams inspiring. It's gonna make a great movie.
A movie? About me? Really? Gee, you know, none of this would have happened without you meddling kids. Thanks.
All right, let's go.
Bye, everyone. See you on the big screen in 10 to 20 years.
Becoming mayor allowed me to continue my search for the remaining pieces. Then I would have found them too if it weren't for you, my meddling friend.
Well, I'll be. You kids have certainly wound up all the loose ends in this case. Blasted meddling kids.
After the Frank and Jewels, which are woven into that tapestry.
Yes, and I'd have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for these blasted kids and their dog.
He wanted to scare us off so he could pick up the land cheap. And I'd have done it, too, if you kids hadn't have come along. That's it. It was supposed to be in a carpet bag. Like, wow, you're rich, Mr. Stillwell. And I'd have found it if it wasn't for you snoopers.
Then this can only be one person. Hank.
Hank!
Oh, dag-nabbit. That invention is worth a fortune.
And it would have been mine if it hadn't been for those meddling kids. Mr. Roger Stevens, the TV station manager. And I wish you'd have minded your own business.
He's the dog napper.
You blasted kids. Why didn't you mind your own business?
Catching dog nappers is our business, Mr. Masters. After all, Scooby-Doo is a dog, and we love him very much.
Oh.
Knock it off.
No.
Aha!
Oh! I would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for you meddling puppet haters.
I like puppets.
And we would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for... Run!
Whatever your name is?
That's why. Because I'm invisible, even though I do everything around here. I should be the director, not that insipid little ferret. I figured that if I got him fired, I'd finally get a chance in the director's chair. And I would have gotten away with it, too, if... Well, no, actually, I can't back that up. The odds were pretty much against me in hindsight.
And my plan would have been a home run, too, if it wasn't for that meddling superfan.
And I would have gotten away with it too if not for you meddling human meat sacks. Wow. Sorry, it's hard to get out of character.
Mallory, no! Our souls are one!
These twin siblings may love to share, but only with each other. And we would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you slumber partying kids.
Ruby and Trudy Lutz.
Does he have to keep doing that?
I hereby excise you from your uncle's will.
We would have gotten away with it too if...
Oh, be quiet. We didn't.
In your face, fake Viking logger crooks!
And we would have gotten away with it, too, if you meddling kids weren't so excited to eat food out of the trash.
I'll live with that.
And this Betty would have stomped it with steez if these posers hadn't checked my gaper gap.
I think you got the gist of that. Totally.
Yep. Which part means meddling? And I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for that meddling alligator. Don't you mean meddling kids? Hooray for Chomps, the hero gator! He always gets his man!
Chomps! 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 No, wait, no, we teamed up with Chomps. It was a collaborative effort.
Chomps! Chomps! No one else! No one else! How do you like that?
Okay, that's your cue.
And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.